Hey everyone, it is March 5th, still in the middle of the off season. We should be rounding it down, but I'm so far behind it's not funny. Why? Because Mother Nature has decided to crap on my parade all winter long. It has been raining, it's been icing, it's been 60 degrees for a day, but the field's too muddy to do anything. I'm trying to get the shop built, I'm trying to get parts made for the truck, I'm trying to get the safety equipment updated. It's just been a struggle. All around, it's just been a struggle. But I have been managing to inch forward on some things, so I'm going to show you real quick what I've been up to. Here are my new fenders. There. And there. And if you notice, the gap or the wheel well arch is much longer than factory because I took a page out of Bigfoot's playbook and opened up the wheel arches. Same factory body lines, but the wheel opening is 8 inches bigger than the factory. So hopefully that'll keep me from sending the tires into the fenders and destroying sheet metal. Another thing is I have to get all of the safety stuff that I've been missing, the safety stuff that has run out of date, get all that back in the truck. So I can't afford a $200 throttle pedal, so I made one. And that is it. And it's got the tow loop here, so you can pull up on the cable. And there's the push-pull cable. It is dead smooth, everything works beautiful. And then my dual master cylinder setup, that needs to go in the truck as well. So one master cylinder will work the front brakes, the other one will work the rear brakes, and one pedal pushes both. I also got a new helmet, new Hans device, new harnesses because mine are out of date now. So we're just in the middle of getting all the updated safety stuff in. If Mother Nature ever decides to play ball, maybe I can get my driveway in and get the shop floor poured. I'm not holding my hopes up until probably August. It'll dry out enough. The field is just a muddy mess. But anyway, that's where we're at. When I get some of this stuff installed, I'll get back with you guys and show you how it looks. But for now, we got a lot of parts and a truck, so we got to make them all one piece. Figured I'd give you another update. We got a new shop space. Now the interesting thing about this shop space is this was a train station for Sparta, Missouri from 1912 to 1932. So 20 years this serviced the Frisco Railroad from Chadwick to Springfield. But it's kind of cool. Let me give you a quick tour. This is the original ticket counter. It's been modified a little bit, but now it's back in its original place. This big bay window here is where you could stand and look out and see if the train was coming. Either way, Chadwick was down there. Springfield was over there. But it's pretty cool. Now this big wall here, it was a complete wall, and it had the walk-through door right about here, and then out that way was the street. But now it's the bay for my truck. I still have to pour the floor, but I got my doors up. And then this was the old waiting room for the train station. And I don't know if this is the original wood stove for the train station, but it looks like it could be. I don't know. I know that is the original chimney and flue. But where the back side of that ticket counter was, there was a big wall here. And and goes up, and you can kind of see where the wall used to be. And then, like I said, right about here, there was a door that you could get into the office. And now we're in the office. And now here's the door that's still here. And this is the freight side of the depot. So if you had horses, cattle, dry goods, feed, whatever you wanted to ship on the train, it would go over into the freight side. This is the office, and then over there would be where you wait for your train. So this is kind of cool, but this is where Shaker Racing is moving to. It's not a very big move because, I'll show you real quick. That garage out there is the present world headquarters for Shaker Racing. Pardon the mess out back. And we're just moving another 100 feet out to the barn. But there's a lot more usable space out here. I can keep the truck in out of the weather. I can work out of the weather. So I'm pretty excited for all that. But this was cubic work to get to this point, and I'm about 2/3 of the way done. But I'll keep you posted on more things that we do. Hey everyone, just giving you a quick update. We're going to finish up the shop floor today. And what I mean by that is this used to be a horse stable, so now we're trying to make it a shop floor. It needs to be level. So we had to raise the far end up about a foot, and then I'm digging the close end up here where we're standing about 18 inches to 2 feet. But so far I've been doing it by hand, and the closer I get to the end here, the harder it is, because this is Missouri and there's a crap ton of limestone and rocks and gravel in here. So I finally broke down and rented a backhoe, and it should be here any minute. But I'm all prepped and ready to go. So let me show you what we're after here. Here is the spot that I dug out by hand. And if I get down this way and look back, you can kind of see where we need to be. See, that's how much wall I need to have showing, and then it just tapers up after that. So that's all getting dug out today. And then over here, this used to be the hog trough. You can kind of see the outline of the actual hog trough that's left. But I did this by hand. This is about 4 tons of gravel, because the gravel's 10 inches deep at this end. And then I built this dirt ramp, and it was pretty nice until I drove the truck out. And you'll see that I clearly don't weigh as much as the truck does, because I stomped it all down with my feet as much as I could, and then the truck shoved it down another 8 inches or so. You can see that. Anyway, earthquake's sitting out there away from the action, and we're gonna get this floor leveled out, get some gravel spread, and then we're gonna have a concrete floor poured. So I'm pretty excited about this. I'll have a place to work inside this year. I have a bigger shop that I can work in. I'm not tripping over myself. And then the old garage is going to be my paint booth, so I have a dedicated place to paint. So this is going to be a good year for work, I think. Hey, 4 hours later with that machine, and I'm done. I'm ready for concrete. How about that? So we got a nice ramp here, nice and gradual, leads right up to there. Now don't worry about the fact that I got the gravel right up to the cinder blocks, because that block there is where the concrete's going to go to. So the concrete will still be a little bit higher. And then I got all this dug out and graveled. It's got a slight rise towards the other end, but I don't care. I'm done. 3 days digging it by hand. I got about 3/4 of the way done. 3 hours to do the last part, which probably would have taken me another 3 days to do by hand. But I'm going to put the truck away and celebrate by eating lunch and taking the rest of the day off. Hey, it is the morning of March 20-something. I don't even know. But anyway, through the miracle of movie magic, we have the shop finished. For the most part. Still have to pour the concrete floor, but as you can see behind me, the wall is done. Everything's pretty much set up, and I have the old garage, my old world headquarters, is now my paint shop, so I can do body and paint work, which is handy since I'm actually starting to redo the body on the monster truck and get the new paint down on it. But I'll just give you a quick little tour here of where we wound up with everything. So here's the wall that I put back in, and my brake and press and my anvil, and I need to forge stuff. And then here, the big bay doors, and I have the floor leveled out, and there's the truck. And like I said, I'm just short of putting the concrete down. But here's everything else. It's all set up and ready to work. I've done a couple little sheet metal jobs in here already. Pretty happy about it. So toolbox all set up, milling machine, the original ticket counter for the train depot is now just kind of a display clean work area. Got a deal on some parts carburetors. Some of them may actually wind up getting built and put on something, but for the most part they're extra parts I need. All my glass is in. I got all the glass fixed. Everything's reglazed. I still got a couple more windows to do, but we are really close in getting this place the way I want it. So let me take you over to the paint shop and I'll show you what we got going on over there. Okay, here we are in the old world headquarters, which is now my paint shop. So I have a nice, well, a pretty decent place to paint. I've already been doing a few jobs in here, and so far I'm liking what I got. I have a few more tweaks. Want to put up a few more lights so I can see what I'm doing. But for the most part, it's going to work in here. And I painted this tailgate for a friend, and he actually had 2 tailgates to paint. I have to paint this one black, and I had to paint that one white. But anyway, there's the new hood for earthquake, and the fenders are just about ready for paint. So there's my fenders with the wheel wells opened up 8 inches. My little mixing bench, welder, tools for the body shop, extra paint, supplies, etc. So we're getting there. Finally starting to come together to where I can actually get back to the work, be busy, do jobs for customers. But it's been a long time coming and a lot of money, lots of hard work. But I think it's going to work out this year.